Oh my, oh my. Just got back from harvesting my tree farm and lightning struck the corner of my house. Yeah, this was on fire. I think I got all of it put out. I'm gonna go make it day, get the rain away, and repair the house. Oh, yeah. The house is not as good as I thought. Oh, this is just... wow. Didn't hit the sign. uh, okay. Let's get to House Repair 101. Let's see, I was there. Some more dark wood. This is why I hate add-ons that don't know what. Unbelievable. Oh man. That axe is being put up. In case anyone didn't notice, that was the timber mod, and the one reason I don't like using it is it can be more devastating than you might think to houses made of wood. Well, I'm going to pause the video and try to repair the damage. I'll hold you over here too. Sometimes I'm my own worst nightmare. Unbelievable. Never thought anything would burst up in flame like that. Let's see, 14. 16. Okay. Disable that mod. And, I was using it for my tree farm, which one of the things I've built since the last we talked. And that Blaze Farm's all more or less there. I haven't been back to it since I finished building it, which is fine. Up here, I think I more or less got everything back the way I had it. I don't think I missed anything. First time the house has been struck by lightning. I've never struck any other place in the house, in the farm. Struck that close. I'm worried about my barn. That'd be the more annoying one to get struck. Don't hear any fire. I guess the house has got these wooden corners, which I think that's probably how it caught fire initially. Maybe. Something to think about in the future. Just like, that's got a nice big wooden roof on it, you know? So, things I've done. As you can see, it's taken all day to repair the house. I went and I gathered some snow, and I created a little golem down there, which I probably saw briefly. And I replaced all the wool on my big old wheat farm with snow. It's empty right now because I don't really need it so much. Yeah, I might want to change this for stone. Yeah, I might change this roof up for stone. Be on the safe side. But as you can see, a little bit more. This massive thing over here is my orchard. It was smaller. I had it about here and over, but I expanded it because it. To be honest, even with that many trees, each little point where these cross is a point for a tree. So I got 4x4, 6x4, and that. I should have got more saplings with me. Oh well. Even with this large thing, I probably get about 5 to 7 apples each time I harvest it, which It's not a lot of apples. I'm not going to be farming apples that easily. I could get a lot more if I just let the larger trees grow, which are more than happy to grow in this area. Where are you, Zoms? There you are. Unbelievable. I do not want to play with you today, Zoms. Yeah. You're a lucky day, zombie. So this is the tree farm. Yes, this is what I've been spending my time on. I'd love to call it an orchard, but to tell you the truth, the way apples spawn right now, it's a tree farm. Apples are secondary. So at best, you know, yeah. I suppose if you just, the glass blocks are to stop their height so they don't get insanely tall, which with the timber mod, which I was testing out, you probably won't care, but the timber mod lags down the system every time I use it. It's because of all the blocks suddenly updating when all the branches suddenly disappear. So I probably won't bother using timber mod anymore. The layout's pretty simple. I have a pumpkin under each tree, and these light channels in between. So the end result is that it's very bright in here. Don't need any, that way my torches aren't required on the top and all that, and it stays well lit. No mobs spawning here at all. I mean, I've had there's been no mobs spawning in here at all. That's probably another reason why I'm using glass blocks. If you use regular blocks, they could spawn up there, but wow. Distracted by the mobs. I look for more creepers. Got about a stack and a half of gunpowder now, so not a requirement. The other thing I've done, in farm-wise, is the reed farm. I finalized my design. It's a little better than the other design. It uses one row of redstone under each of these, and I can go down there and show you. See, the signal comes in from here. It's over this way. Here's the water up above. There's the 2 rows. And right here is pistons. This is a little trick just to... I didn't want to put 2 repeaters in, so I put 1 repeater before both rows, so they both trigger at the same time. And as you can see here, it's just torches that hold them up. All regular, standard, non-sticky pistons. When they drop down, the sand drops down on them. And away we go. Little pumpkin lighting side effect. Truly unintentional. I keep it all one high in there to so no chance of mobs spawning in there. Ah. It's too easy to place blocks. The second big addition to the farm is the melon house. See, the melon house. Yeah. So I was bored one day and I decided I'm going to upgrade the melon patch. This is what I came up with. Water block, 4 blocks out of the way, glowstone, lily pads so you don't fall in. And the next day I thought, oh, it's fun to come up here and go, ooh, quick snack. But I'm going to automate it. Which is a pain in the butt. Because it works, but yeah. The wiring for this, because I had only 3 spaces in the center, I mean, if I had made it too wide in the center, it would have been a little better off. Well, maybe not. Powering it would have been about the same. Ooh, Enderman. Where is he? There he is. Powering it would have been about the same, but it still would have been annoying. The Enderman. He teleported. over there. So I should check to see if there's anyone out there before that. I'm going to change that wall. I'm going to move it out one. The wiring for this runs... The wiring for this runs rather annoyingly. From here, I have a redstone torch here, which powers the line. No. From here, I have a redstone torch that makes it all charged. That powers the line that runs under this side. Right here, I believe. Yeah, right here. Redstone torch, red line. The other side's built slightly different. It's pretty much the same thing. And that runs all the way down here to a repeater, which... borrow that one for a sec. The reason for this spacing is so that it doesn't charge this on the corner. There's always had little issues with that. And it runs along here and back in for the other side. And the setup is pretty much the same as the reed farm. And that I have both the reed farm and this in my test world, so we can actually show that off later in that. But I want to do this so I don't have to harvest it all at once. I did have a plate here and tried to get it to work where I could harvest it all at once in the center, but every time this was charged, it would charge the wire was right here, and away we go. Yeah, not quite an optimum situation. So there's a slight delay on the loop around, but it means I can harvest half the farm at a time. That's pretty much it. I built this using the Sphinx, one of the other sorry about that. One of the other texture packs, and it wasn't so bad, but I like my Fateful 32, or at least a modified version of Fateful 32. As you can see, we have White Sheep, and we have Soul Brother Sheep. The regular white and the Soul Brothers. I recolored with the sheep to see if I could get some other things. I've also added a lighter colored water from another texture pack and lighter colored lava. Pretty much. And as you can see, my sheep have been munching down big time on the tall grass. I had to please them, so I come out here every so often, give them a little more tall grass to munch down on. Here you go. Dig in, sheep. Eat to your heart's content. Plus, it looks better than the. I really got rid of the yellow flowers too. Wish I'd eat the flowers, but I don't eat the flowers. Boom, boom, boom. But I'll come back and get rid of the flowers later. But I'll grab the red flowers now, so don't forget. And they eat constantly. Like, literally, they eat constantly. Didn't go down. That's it for sheep. I regrow the wool. I'm still working on the skin, so I won't pluck the wool. Honestly, I don't need any more. I have the chest is almost full. Every time I'd change the texture pack, I'd have to go back in. One of my other big changes was down here. I know I got the Blaze farm now, and I can go down there, but I did some tweaks to this one. Namely, this here. Essentially, it's a dead man switch. When I have like 300 some up there, I get 2 frames a second. I want to get rid of all of these arrows and bones really fast. So I quite literally, I'm standing here, and once I have the XP orbs on me, I just back up, and they all fall down. It's a nice little pool of lava, which was fun to put in. I wanted it one more block lower, but this edge here, is the edge of my slime farm, and 2 blocks below the lava is my slime farm. So if I put a decorative border around the top, I might be able to lower that one, but not going to happen. It's pretty straightforward. Just a sticky piston right here, and a block on it. Redstone that heads over this way. This path heads down, goes into the side of that wooden block, right underneath there. I had to take it down 1 level so it's not visible under the chest, because that would have drove me mad. Okay. The switch is on a... this is the block the one side switch is on. So a redstone torch which powers this and that line down there. The other switch is for my my stopper up at the top of it, which comes up here into this block and all the way up the vertical wiring to which you can barely see. That block is on the corner. That block up there is the corner of my of the collection room up there. Won't go up there because it's not so easy to get up there. So in any account, I can close it off now. So it works pretty well. I sit here, open the gate, down they come. Usually a bunch of them, but and that they don't really collect when I'm down here. When I'm on the surface, I'm out of range of the spawner, so they don't spawn. Boom, boom, boom. When I'm done, bye-bye. I might leave that down there too. And when I'm away, leave it open for the satisfying drop as I'm falling right into lava. It's a good way to shut it down too. And nice little addition to the to this XP farm, which I don't know. If I'm out here and I want to harvest my trees, it's convenient, you know. On to back to here. Come on, Soul Brother sheep. Oh. So I'm not breeding them anymore. They tend to wander more in the pen, and I'm not having any problems with them. My pigs, I can't keep them in the pen. And that I'm thinking about how best to modify this. I might put a trench of water all the way around where the fence is. That might keep them away from it. Maybe just out here put a water thing. But I don't know. I just can't seem to keep them in the pen. I mean, the one day I came in here, there's like 8 of them, like 4 of them out here, running around. Like 2 left in the pen. My noisy cows. Love it, the way they fix fence gates. That's your average day. The sword is still broken. I'm still not sure what it is. But when I go to kill these guys, the meat doesn't cook. See? Well, this one will, because he ticked a couple seconds. If they don't tick, watch. See, 1 shot, so the fire didn't tick. Raw meat. And okay, he did 1 tick, so that meat should be cooked. Yep. So if the fire doesn't tick at least once, the meat will not be cooked, which is fine. I mean, happens. Suppose you want some wheat too, don't you? Don't deserve it. Come on. Greedy pigs. Next 2, over here. And the last 2. They're all following one youngster around again. Yeah, all of them are following the one youngster. Never understood those mechanics. It's just annoying. Oh well. So, not much has changed here, aside from the rebuilding. And that. No change at all. A switch over here, which I won't get into, really. Just stare at the switch and ignore its existence. What switch? Nothing. Okay, I'll show you. If I don't fall. So I have a space here, which I'm toying with what to do with. And that, look here, I have a basement. Well, not much of one. This is the ceiling of the lower area, and it's the floor of the upper. And that, I just cleaned it out, cleaned it up, and that, and idea is probably put some redstone, some music in here, or something. I haven't decided yet. Maybe we'll get some comment on what you guys want to see in there. Maybe that will do. But for now, let's put a semi-hidden switch for a utility space. Which brings us to Philo. I know, it's misspelled, which is fine. Philo is my source of snow. I wandered all the way over to my Tigra biome, figuring, I'll have snow over there, I'll get lots of snow, and I found no snow. Because it's outside of my range of the blocks that are loaded, so it doesn't snow there. So I wandered around until I found the borderline, where at one point I must have been over near the far end of the farm, and it snowed in like one corner, and I managed to gather about 2 blocks worth of snow, and made the first Philo. This is probably Philo 3 by now. So now I have a lot of snow. Sit there, stop, and I collect, and I collect, and I collect. And when I feel like it, I turn it into blocks. And otherwise, I can make more blocks. Otherwise, I just toss it in here. Very nice snowman. If I could automate the process, I would. Unbelievable. And as you can see, I've been doing... Drop these in here. And... I put the apples away already. Yeah. And as for saplings, 2 per meat. Not the most optimum way of doing it, but I have to say it works. There's a few things away. So you in there for now. I got almost 900 buys. I need about 12 before I start looking for that stronghold. I have a rough idea where it's going to be. I mean, something like I'll just wander about 400 blocks away from here, and then start throwing them and see where it what drops. That's pretty much the next thing. I suppose I gotta spend some time cleaning up the. Yeah, I should spend some time cleaning up that that blaze spawner. I had left it pretty rough. Oh, I had bone meal in here. I'm gonna sleep for a second and show you the sheep. They're not finished. I mean, what I want to do is I want to put blue boxers on the black sheep, and I want to put lace underwear on the white sheep. Why? I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny. Let's see, what color do I need more of? I think it was green and the blues. So as you can see, See, it's too light. I gotta darken the brown up a bit. It took forever to do this, just to do all the selections to change that color. But it makes them distinct, you know. And that's probably it for sheep. I'm gonna do probably do about 3 skins for the cows. Do 3 or 4 skins for the cows. Get the brown cows and a couple different variations of the spots, maybe. Yeah, see, they regrow their wool real fast. Bit of a game I play. I just come out here, shear them all, catch them just right, and you can shear them again. And they regrow their wool rather quickly. One more, and then we'll call it. That's pretty much it for today. Just a quick update of things around the farm. I'll have to do a. I'm already making plans for 3-point in that. Not quite enough room in this little spot to continue developing the farm, so I'm thinking for my next move, I might build a portal near the blaze spawner. Now that I think about it, see where that pops out. Pops out a favorable location. Get rid of the water. If it pops out in a favorable location, I'm thinking of starting up a new farm there. This would be the farm, and then maybe with the ranch out there or something. Wool bin. Ah. As you can see, a lot of wool. Full stacks plus. I mean, it's just too easy, and I'm not even going to make another pair of shears. When I get done with these shears, I have enough wool for now. You know, put those away. Let's do some fishing. Well, anyways, this has been Thorn. Matt, have a nice night or day or wherever you are, and remember, it's a Minecraft world out there.